Sony Pictures Animation. They've come a long way, huh? Like, if you told me a few years ago that their movies would just regularly look like this, I would have just left and then proceed to kick you in the kneecaps. But yeah, this animation quality, this level of heart in a movie, I guess that's kind of the new normal for Sony, huh? Which is super wild to think about. They have like 30 movies and a lot of them are like on par with Illumination's worst offenses. They really seem to have come around and really find an identity for themselves. A really good and beautiful identity that is now mainly associated with them, or rather with Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse I think really was what signified a shift in the studio. There were good movies before, of course, but after Spider-Verse it just has been banger after banger. GOAT is no different. I think the worst thing about this movie is the title. I mean, come on guys, you're making a meme, the actual title of the movie, just GOAT, that's it. Even though the fact that he's a GOAT is not really even that important, he's just supposed to be a small guy, and GOATs are not even that small, by the way. It's a movie about basketball, guys. The name in Brazil is just way better. The Brazilian dub also just overall makes the movie better, but also this movie is just good. Yeah, I know I was sounding harsh just now, but this movie is just really fun. It has some of the finest animation the industry has to offer. Basically what I'd expect from Sony at this point. I'm usually not that big of a fan of sports movies, but this is basketball on steroids. It's super basketball, man. It's basketball with stage hazards and Mario Party elements. If a Mario basketball game came out today, it would probably be super similar to this. And yeah, man, the basketball scenes are the most fun to watch because of how well animated they are, how intricate every movement is, how intentional it all feels. It's so good. Which is also sort of a shame to see that the games are all sort of like rushed. Well, the whole movie is pretty rushed, but we'll get to that. All the actual basketball games that they play go by super quick. They play like over 20 games in this movie alone, and I would have appreciated being able to follow one long game for at least the finale of the movie, you know, with big twists and turns and emotions flowing and all that. Because this movie, like I said, is very rushed. Things are really rushed sometimes. The pacing is all over the place here. Like, I wasn't feeling like that too much at the start. I was enjoying watching the GOAT go by his daily businesses and enjoying his love for the sport. But once he joins the team, it's like a lot of stuff just starts happening too much all the time, you know what I mean? There is a falling out between the characters at one point that just felt so unnecessary. Not only because, you know, it's a falling out and I hate falling out in movies, but it was for an issue that is easily solved in the end. And also they're just mad at each other for like literally 2 minutes, and it takes like no effort to make all their supporting characters stop being sad. And things are just sort of predictable, which is not always an issue, but it made the structure of the movie feel a bit played out, which is sort of how I usually feel with sports movies like this. But hey, it really wasn't that much of an issue, because while it was predictable, it was still fun to watch these characters interact, see their quirks and personalities, see them becoming closer and closer. I think the main team of characters is very good and fun. The Panther lady that I thought was just gonna be a straight up villain by the end ended up being a pretty cool character who is very flawed but redeems herself and warms up to the protagonist in a slow and natural manner. The protagonist himself is very good. He's a really likable guy. I love his design, especially the big hoodie fit that he wears casually. He looks super cool, and he's just a really nice and chill dude that you want to cheer for and see you win. Because this movie does have heart. It does have an emotional core. It's not really original at all. It's basically the same as Kung Fu Panda for most of the time, but it's there. And it's executed in a really nice and genuine way. My favorite scenes are the ones with the GOAT talking to people and just being a chill guy reaching for his dream. Him walking around the city, living his life and stuff, and on the backgrounds and environments, and this are just so beautiful and creative. It almost sort of puts Zootopia to shame. Okay, listen, I love Zootopia. The city there is also really beautiful and creative, but I felt like this took a step further. There's like fully underground cities built on top of volcanoes, rainforests, icy tundras. There's a lot of variation that make the movie feel fresh and exciting, not to mention incredibly fun and creative. So yeah, this is a good movie, but why aren't people talking about it? Like, maybe I'm wrong here, but I just haven't seen much discourse online surrounding this movie. And hey, I know it's not a masterpiece, but it's a great fun flick nonetheless, that I would greatly recommend to anyone looking for a good time in the cinemas. Go watch GOAT, guys, trust me, and subscribe please.